Good evening, bafethu. Good evening. This is Bullet Kalashnikov Mkabayi. It's ngicacise okwenzeke eTagnes war school. This what happened, or this what happened. Tagnes, it is known as a school that that is deeply rooted in racism. That's number one. Number two, last year late, black parents and their children protested against school representative council that is white dominated. They complained about the criteria. They complained about the representation, and they further challenged the school and the Department of Education to say, let's rectify this and let's use this criteria that is going to be suitable for everyone and that is going to be inclusive of everyone. Now, we came in to intervene. In our intervention, the department conducted investigation. After they have conducted investigations, the parents raised this matter to say they are not satisfied with how the investigation was, or the investigation was conducted. The report came back. When the report came back, they come to report to us. We then advise to say, you don't report to us. Ours is to create a platform between the parents, the learners, and the Department of Education so that there is accountability tomorrow. We sent them back with their report and we asked them to call in the parents and the complainant, which in this case are the victims, which is the learners of HTS. One of the issues that they raised, these children, they said, these learners, we are doing better than most of the white learners in the school. Why are we not part of the representative council? What is the reason for the school not to nominate us? Only to find out that, with that being said, there are members of the representative council or learners who are part of the representative council of the school whom their parents are teachers or educators in the school. Now, these learners and the parents, they constantly complain of how their children are being treated. Department of Education, we report these issues. We call them, those of us who have proximity. I'm worried about those who do not enjoy the proximity or the connection, or rather the contact that they have with members of the Department of Education. We call them. We tell them that this is what is happening. The children or the learners, black learners in particular, they're complaining about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it falls into deaf ears. Our children have been victimized for a long time in that school. It had to take them that on Tuesday, this week Tuesday, in self-defense, one of the learners was sick. His cancer school. When he got sick, he went to the toilet. And a teacher then inquired ukuthi umntwana kanje ukuphi. Mabambuza makabuza uthishela ukuthi umntwana kanje ukuphi. The learners responded to say he's sick. The white learner then said the one that has been beaten up. He then says, no, he is not sick. I was with him in the toilet. Then the teacher went and looked for him. After that, he was brought back to the class. They did not even ask if he's sick or not, but they just concluded that he's bunking a class. Now, there was a confrontation. The black learner asked this white learner to say, why did you say I am not sick and I've bunked class? You are only causing trouble for me. This one aggressively responded to this black learner. So that's where this thing erupted. And then in self-defense, this one of the black learner retaliated with fist, and then the white learner was defeating this one, and others were joining, and everyone joined, and that's what happened. Now, a parent of a black child and a white child is called on Wednesday to come to school. When the white parent comes, they don't come alone, whether it's a she or he. The white parent does not come alone. The white parents come with an entourage of other white parents to the school. After that, it doesn't end there. There's a WhatsApp group of white parents and teachers and learners. All white learners and educators or teachers were summoned to a burial ground, so they say. So the black children, out of fear, they came out of classes. After coming out of classes, they convened outside as well, in their corner. After convening in their corner, they are watching white parents, white learners, and white educators. To discuss their next move or what needs to be done. White learners begin to protest. After beginning to protest, they vandalized toilets. They vandalized some properties there. So now, the Department of Education, they pay attention. And this is what we have always been saying, that when it's a black child, the department takes time. In fact, they are cruising in a therapist. They don't care. But because it's a white child, everything must stop. The white parents, they're there, they're with guns, they're provoking people. You have seen in the videos how they were pushing our children. White parents. And after doing so, the department makes sure that the MEC comes. In front of the MEC and other officials, our children were assaulted outside the school in the presence of the MSC. So they could not even themselves respect that there are some sort of interventions, because we have white apologist management in the Department of Education. And our children will continue to be the victim of the system because of how the management of Department of Education is conducting themselves. So this, what we are seeing in social media, is provoked by that incident. What is said is that whatever complaints that are laid against white learners are not recorded. We will only receive calls from our children saying 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And when we try to intervene, it falls into deaf ears. But this is what we are committing to HTS, both the parents and the educators, that our children are not going to be the victim of the system anymore. We will defend our children and will encourage them that when bullying raises its ugly head, they must defend themselves. And we plead with the community of Malahlen that tomorrow must go and occupy HTS gates until racism in that school is killed, is murdered, eradicated. Until such time, until we see equality. They did not care that it was COVID-19. They did not care that they need to have regulation, they need to abide by the regulations and the protocols of COVID-19. Still, they get that. But police were not there to arrest them. They never maintained social distancing. But police were not there to arrest them. There's nothing that is happening because they're white people. So the state is actually saying that everything that is done by a white man is correct. Our government, their management, the SAPS, that is what they are saying to us, that everything that is done by a white man is correct. So we need to take our government, the officials, the department itself. We need to take HTS into task. If needs be, anarchy will be met with anarchy. And that is our commitment. And we are mobilizing everyone that this is beyond party politics. This is beyond party affiliation. But this requires me and you as a black person to go and defend the dignity of the black child. It cannot be correct that when a black child defends themselves or when they get rich, it's always questioned and it always seems or it's always perceived as a crime. Can never be. We have never gave birth to hooligans that they will wake up tomorrow and decide to bully or to hit any person. We've never raised our children to be such. So tomorrow, we must go and shut down those schools. Our children have been intimidated, Gizbam. Our children. Their parents were not there. The parents were not called. In a normal environment, the school was going to call. If there was a parents' meeting, the governing board was going to call a parents' meeting. And every learner and every parent were going to be informed of what is happening. But no, we are too apologetic to these girls. Too apologetic. We can't confront them. We can't say anything because we're afraid of them. We fear some things that we don't know. We have forgotten about our value as black people, our worth as black people, and everything that we do, or everything that a white person does to us, it is always okay. It must come to an end, and it is only us that we are going to end it. We'll never encourage violence, but we'll encourage self-defense. So tomorrow we have a date with HTS. There's no transportation, but we're going there to defend a black child and the dignity of a black child. Racism is deeply rooted in that school, and it's not only that school, even your Yersog. There's too much racism. A black child in Yersog was bullied, was assaulted. It never trended. There were never parents who went there and defend. There was no media whatsoever. Media reports and whatnot. So it's now or never, fellow compatriots. It is only us who will fix our city, who will fix our country, and who will fix these goals. You must note this is beyond party politics and affiliation, but it's about a black child and black wealth. Siyabonga. Please do share this. And share and share and share, and please do join us tomorrow. Thank you. HTS 7 a.m. Star Wars.